Yo, what's up, bro? I just came home from a big leg day, and man, I did not feel like hitting legs today, but we got it done, and I did not regret this workout. It was amazing. The pump was insane. I had crazy blood flow in my quads and my hamstrings. But let's get to the point of this video. I want to talk about going to failure. And a lot of people say to me that in the past 6 months they've been doing everything right, good diet, good training plan, good everything, and yet they still made no progress or barely any progress at all. And to these people, I just say that you are a liar, because that cannot happen. If you've been training right, eating right, and sleeping right for 6 months, then you will make progress. And if you think that you did all these things and after 6 months you made no progress or barely at all, then you're just lying to yourself. And please admit your mistakes, because if you don't admit the mistakes that you have made, you will not improve. And I just want to say that most people, when I ask them if they are going to failure or not, 95% of the time people tell me that they are going to failure on almost every set. And maybe like 10% or 5% of those people are telling the truth. And even those people go to failure, they train very hard, but actual failure is very hard to achieve. I consider myself to go to failure, not actual failure, but what the people would call failure on almost every single set. Not every set, but most of them. I train very hard. But actual failure is what I consider when you, for example, doing a bench press and you can't move the bar not even an inch, and your muscle is completely out of energy and you can do another single, not even a half rep, nothing. That I would call failure. But most people just stop before 1 or 2 reps of actual muscle failure and they call it failure. But that's not the point. If you do that, you are still training hard. But just please don't lie to yourself. Don't say that you go to failure, because if you don't go to failure, you can still get very good results. I don't go to failure on all my sets, and I would say I go to failure on half of my sets. But yeah, and one other thing is that some people don't really like doing leg days and things like this, because the pain is too much and they can't really handle it. Well, I just say to that if you don't want to be average, then you have to do what the average will not do, because average people, you know why they don't train legs, you know why they don't train these harder muscles to train, because they can't handle the pain. Because if you actually do very big leg day, then that shit does not feel good, not at all, because your whole body is basically moving when you're doing squats. Even when I'm doing leg extensions, I do a lot of drop sets to failure on those, or almost to failure. And bro, it does not feel good while I'm doing it, but after I get it done, I feel amazing. And another thing is that if you don't regret doing something, if you don't regret hitting legs, that means that you should do it. Because logically, if you don't regret doing something, then that means that you should do it. So before a leg day, don't say to yourself that, oh, this will be so hard. Don't say shit like that, because that is not going to help you at all. Say that, I will not regret this, and I will be thanking myself in the future for going through this hard leg day. And really, in life, about this topic, you have two choices. Either 2 weeks from now, let's say you're on a bulk, either 2 weeks from now you gain weight because you did the right things, you ate a lot of food even when you didn't feel like it, and after 2 weeks had passed by, you still wake up, you still do the same things every day. So it doesn't really matter if you had done the right things in the past or not, but it will matter because you will be bigger, you will feel better, and you will be proud of yourself. This is the first thing. The second option that you have is the opposite. 2 weeks from now, you did the bad things, you lost weight, and you feel smaller, and you feel bad about yourself. And that's just really me saying that you should not always, or most of the times, I think 95% of the times, you should ignore your biological feelings and you should do what you need to do and not what you want to do. Because if you only do the things that you want to do, guess what you will end up like? You will end up skinny, you will end up small, or the opposite, too fat and just out of shape. So this is one thing that's very important, and in my life this is very important, and for everybody else this is very important. I think you should commit to one thing and choose one thing, because in my opinion, I heard this from somewhere, I don't know exactly where, but I find this quote to be a very amazing quote, and it goes like this: committing to the wrong thing with 100%, with maximum effort, is better than committing to the right thing with only 50% of your efforts. So just pick something and commit to it fully. If it's not the perfect thing, it doesn't matter, because there will never be a perfect thing. So you have to just pick something and do it to the fullest of your ability, because what average people do, and by the way, I don't hate average people, I don't dislike average people. Don't think I'm a narcissist, because I don't think I am, maybe just a little bit, but I don't have a problem with average people. I have a problem with people that come to me, DM me, and they ask me how I achieved what I achieved and why they can do it. But they are just like everybody else. They are average, and if you want to be average, if you are average, then you most likely won't look like me, because I don't want to sound egotistical, but if I do, that's fine. But with normal habits, the things that average people do on a day-to-day basis, you will not look like me at my age. But if you commit to actually bodybuilding or to fitness and actually take these things very seriously, then you can. If you have, I wouldn't even say good genetics, because genetics do matter, but a lot of people just cope with this genetic thing. I don't believe that genetics is the biggest thing when it comes to bodybuilding. I believe that diet and working out hard and actually pushing to your limits in diet, sleep, and everything like that matters way more than genetics. So if you commit to this, then you can achieve great results. And this, by the way, doesn't only apply to bodybuilding, it applies to whatever you want to do. And one last thing is that most people want to do a little bit of everything. They don't want to choose one thing, they want to be good at this, good at that, good at everything. But most people, when they want to be good at everything, they will just end up being bad at all of those things, and that will not pay out in the future. I can promise you. You don't have to trust me, I'm 15 years old, but if you think I'm right, then trust me. If you think I'm not, then do what you want to do. But I would much rather commit to one big thing than to do all these little things all at once. And another thing that you could do is that you could only focus on one big thing at one time, and then after you master that thing, or you became really good at that thing, then you can pick up another thing and you can master that. And over time, you will be a master of a lot of things. But this will not come by trying to master all these things at the same time. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you didn't get offended. But if you did, then you can write something in the comments, say that I'm wrong and this is why I am wrong about this. But if you like the video, then give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe. I would appreciate every single sub and like and comment. And if you want to get my workout plan, it will be in the description, and you can check out the website. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.